She ain't doing it right, she's after your scritch, and I'm after hers. With these mackin' words, nerd, I thought squares stayed sharp. You're nothing but a mark in a bucket skylark. I'm playing my part, I'm Mr. Furley, put in the...
And out on the floor, shaking off the pregame jitters, these guys getting all set for tip-off. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Grant when a season is fresh. What are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Count that bucket.
Well, in that mid-range area, Edwards is money. The defense must guard him better than this.
Doncic passes to James. Kicks it out to Smart. The shot's good on the assist by James.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And so Randall will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a three-point game, coming off a win against the Blazers.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second-chance opportunities. You know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Edwards. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy. Might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Back to you, B.A.
And Allie, thank you for that. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Smart finds Doncic. Takes a 3. Randall pulls down the board.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And the basket by Edwards.
And the offensive firepower Edwards is capable of is special. I mean, we are seeing it on full display right now.
Here's Reeves. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Reeves against Edwards. Over Reeves. Edwards, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And that's good. Austin Reeves for 3. Reeves has got 5 now.
Their offense gets that much better when the D has to pay attention to Reeves outside the arc.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Lakers have been looking for a consistent presence at center, and in DeAndre Ayton, they've acquired a walking double-double and a capable lob threat to pair with Luka Doncic. Ayton has a lot to prove in LA, I'm told, but this pairing is certainly one to watch.
Quite a tandem. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. LaRavia is checked in for Smart. And it's Kennard in for Reeves. A minute 22 left in the first quarter. And it's LaRavia missing. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 3-point. 3-point lead and their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
The team they beat in round 1 of the playoffs last season. Now, those guys will be looking for some serious payback.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point range, Dosunmu can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Kennard passes to Hachimura. From deep, here's Doncic. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Shannon. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
32 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Laravia, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. For 3, Conley, and he buries his first look.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Doncic against Conley from the arc. And it's Laravia missing. Got it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Rui Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Jake Laravia, then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Kennard in at the 1. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Oh, you expect Rui to finish that play, but when a guy is this open, he makes a quality pass.
Outside Reed. For 3, Randall drops in the 3. Randall's gotten his second bucket on the night.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the basket by Hachimura.
Something Reeves has only improved at, making quality passes.
Minnesota leading by 6. Richard, when you talk about Austin Reeves, this guy continues to defy expectations.
I still can't believe he was an undrafted free agent. Not only does he score, he shoots an impressive percentage while doing it. It's just an incredible story.
Outside Reeves. Baseline jumper. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Pass to Conley. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. And Los Angeles making a change here. Doncic checked in. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Shannon. Up top, Edwards. He's covered by Reeves. Minnesota again missing. Lakers trail by 6. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
At this point in time for Reeves, this is just a reflex. He knew he had it the moment he had the ball.
Edwards for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. Puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by Edwards.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Here's Doncic. Doncic rises up and scores over the D.
As always, Doncic attracts a lot of attention, makes a lot of tough shots with hands in his face.
Edwards against Reeves. From deep 3-point land. The Sumu, the pass to Conley. Now Edwards. He's covered by Reeves. Fades away. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Randall. 15 points for Anthony Edwards.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
And the Lakers with some changes. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. LeBron comes in for Reeves. And Smart subbed in for Kennard. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment are a lot easier said than done.
And he lobs it up top. Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And here's a look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. In the third spot, Rudy Gobert.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Reeves is checked in for Hachimura. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for Conley.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Doncic, a screen on McDaniels. Here's James. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Ooh, nice. Smart slipping inside.
Good work inside from Smart. It's clear how confident he is close to the rim.
And here's Edwards outside. Smart grabs a miss.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Shot is good by Reeves.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Here's Edwards. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Edwards has got 19 points.
Yeah, Edwards rarely passes on a chance to get his team points. He loves making an offensive impact.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota. They're up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
Yeah, taking a look at the Lakers. Great start to the year. They came in prepared both mentally and with the game plan.
Yeah, winning the first 2 games of the season would give them a huge confidence boost. That does it for halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So for Minnesota right now, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Back to you, BA.
They're happy to have him. Allie, appreciate the report. From deep, here's Doncic. He's off on that one.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
And here's Edwards outside. Oh, A deep three from Anthony Edwards.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from three.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it. Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. Number 5, the Timberwolves.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Reeves, the shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
And Reeves is on a tear every time he touches the ball. This man's looking to score.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Minnesota leading by 9. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Over Reeves. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Edwards got 13 points now in the quarter.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Smart passes to Ayton. Pass to Doncic. Outside Reeves. He drops it from range. Reeves has got 15.
It's the confidence of Austin Reeves. He just knows what his shot is.
Oh, rejected by Ayton. Doncic against DiVincenzo. Here's Smart, plenty of space. Again, the Lakers score.
Oh, he's been doing all he can to keep this competitive, but he needs some support.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Fires from the wing, and Edwards with the basket on the assist by McDaniels. 34 points for Anthony Edwards. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
And the shot goes.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And slam dunk by James.
This is classic LeBron leaping off the floor for a powerful dunk.
Reeves against Edwards. Fires, high post, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Edwards has got 38 points. James deciding where to go with it. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. The 3. Randall pulls down the board.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Edwards for 3. Edwards hits from beyond the arc.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 13. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Reeves hits the 3-pointer. Reeves has got 8 here in this quarter.
And this guy is a competitor. I love watching Reeves answer the call like this.
Ant-Man getting it done inside.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
And the 3-pointer goes. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night. Outside, DiVincenzo. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Minnesota with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Jake Larevia's out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Reeves in a shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. Here's Shannon. He's covered by LaRavia. Outside Conley. Count the basket. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
Here's Reeves. There's the drive. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting 59% on this one. A good average. Kennard against Conley. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
Doncic is checked in for Reeves. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Edwards is checked in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Reed. Driving inside. Outside for Randall. Out left to the wing. From deep, Conley. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Edwards. Oh, it's kept alive for Minnesota. Puts up the tray. Knocks down the trifecta.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. James comes in for Hachimura. Smart's checked in for LaRavia. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Kennard.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Edwards! The three is in!
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
Oh, Luka with a deep one!
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for DeSumo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Edwards fires! Oh, missed on the tray. Lakers trail by 9. Outside Reeves. In the corner, Smart takes a three. And Smart nails the triple.
And it's big when Smart is hitting from deep. Really helps open up this offense.
The Timberwolves have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Edwards. James rips down the board. And James has got the ball here for the Lakers. Here's Doncic. For 3. Rebounded by McDaniels.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Edwards. And yes, another basket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Now James. Doncic outside. Shoots a 3. The 3 ball is down.
Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Now DiVincenzo. He fires. The jumper is good. Lakers trail by 8. And they doubled up Doncic. Fires away from outside. Gobert pulls it down. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires it from 14. Reeves there for the rebound. blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're leading by 8. DiVincenzo fires. Yes, sir, with the 3.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Dante, you won state titles in high school.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jackson.
Guys don't make no sense, no.